It's almost time for the always popular Doc McCabe Bluegrass Festival. And whether you stay for a day or three or choose to camp, there is something for you to enjoy, and there's a lot for the whole family. I got all the details from organizer Vince May.
Well, we're just a few days away from the Doc McCabe Bluegrass Festival at the Sedalia Center. Doc McCabe started the festival back in the early 90s, and the gist of it was to have a venue where local and regional artists could actually show up on stage, show off their skills as a band. And some of those bands have actually moved on and done bigger and better things. The Deer Creek Boys, to name one, the Bluegrass Brothers. So it's been a stepping stone, if you will, for talent throughout the area.
And this is a 3-day event. Let's break it down to those days and also talk about the musical guests those days.
The show starts on Thursday. Gates open at 3, and we've got the Little Mountain Boys, the Guard, and Blue Connection. And those are all local bands from the Lynchburg, Roanoke area. And then that night it will culminate with a all-star jam, which will basically be a group will get on stage and they'll take requests or they'll figure out something that they left off their set list and now they want to play it for the fans. Friday, the gates open at 1. We've got Virginia Rain, the Kiplinger Family Band, which is one of the only bands that's outside of the area. They're actually from Moorfield, West Virginia. I've known those guys for a number of years. Mark Templeton's band is another name that folks will recognize. Virginia Rain. And to close out the show that night, we've got a very good traditional band called 5 Mile Mountain. They're out of the Rocky Mount, Franklin County area. Saturday, we've got gates open again at 1. We've got Rose River Ramblers, which is a band from Powhatan, Virginia. Brook Ledge, Franklin Station. And then we close out the show that night with a local name that folks will obviously recognize, the Junior Sisk Band. Junior's from down in Ferrum, Virginia, and he plays the national circuit. And very pleased to have him closing out the show. So a lot of good talent there for 3 days of bluegrass. Plus, there'll be a lot of great music in the campground. One of the great things about the Doc McCabe Festival is I'm a picker. After the show's over with, I'm going to be in the campground and we're going to play music. So it's just a great family-friendly venue. And again, encourage folks to come on out.
And speaking of the campground, I hear it's filling up fast, so you better get on board for that as quick as possible.
Correct. I checked in today and we still have some spots. They're electric hookups, but you have to go to the sedaliacenter.org to secure your campsite. There will be dry camping, basically field camping with no hookups. But if you want an electric hookup, you need to go to the website and reserve your camping spot.
And it sounds like several days, long days. So do people need to bring their own food? Is there food there? Let's talk about that.
We've got vendors. I think we've also got beverages on site, adult beverages too. And so there'll be food on sites. There will be vendors as well. I don't have a list of vendors at this point, but I do know that we will have vendors on site.
And we also want folks to know this is a family-friendly event.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bring the kids, bring your grandmother, bring anybody. They're going to have a big time. And you and I spoke earlier. This is a rain or shine event. We've got a pavilion. The stage is located under there. We'll have sound set up and there'll be tables and chairs there, but folks are encouraged to bring their own lawn chairs if they would like to do that. If they could set up under the pavilion.
And Vince, you want to give a shout out to your sponsors. Tell me more about that.
Absolutely. We got great sponsors that help out the Sedalia Center year round, but specifically for this event, we've got some folks that really enjoy bluegrass music and they wanted to help us out. We've got Boone Tractor, we've got Dream Builder Logistics, Environmental Timber Management, OHG Training Solutions, Hudson's Veterinary Relief Service, Dyke Builders, Grays Mountain Farm, and Lodge. So those are our bluegrass specific sponsors, and you can't put an event on this magnitude without that help.
The idea, if you can, buy early, save, and the more days you go, the more you save.
Correct. LynchburgTickets.com. Currently, a 3-day ticket for this event will cost you $60. At the gate, they're available, but they're $75. Day rates are also posted on there as well. But again, you save if you buy in advance.
Sounds amazing. And to go to the 2022 Doc McCabe Bluegrass Festival, it's happening June 23rd through the 25th. More information, head online to lynchburgtickets.com/Sedalia Bluegrass or give them a call 434-299-5080.